Today we're going to be taking a look at the white PSP. Now, the white PSP is only available in Japan. You cannot get them here in the US. I have mine because you can get them on eBay, which is where I ordered mine, or I believe you can get them from PlayAsia.com. I got the value pack of the PSP, so it comes standard with some accessories. It comes in a nice box like this. Sony, I believe, packaged it very well. On the inside of the box, there is a little opening. Most of your accessories are sitting up here, but when you pull this up, there's a lot of packaging, and your PSP is placed firmly in the bottom of the packaging. One big question people might have, since this is a Japanese PSP, is that yes, it is Region 2. Now, all PSPs are region free for all games. So if there's a game here in the US you want, you can still play it on this PSP. If there is a movie that is on the UMD discs here in the USA that you want, you will not be able to play it on this PSP. I do not find that much of a problem, as you can simply rip DVDs to your computer and convert them to your PSP format using PSP Video 9. And now we'll take a look at the PSP system here. I currently have it plugged in. The power adapter looks like a normal power adapter that you'd get with any US PSP. It will work universally on our 110 volts and will simply charge your PSP, so you do not have to worry about getting some type of adapter, even though it is from Japan. A couple things that the PSP comes with in the value pack is it does have this Memory Stick Pro Duo. Comes standard with 32 megabytes, and that is a port on the side here. I will show you how this goes in. So there's a port on the side here, which is over by your Wi-Fi switch, which I'll explain to you in a second. You simply pull that port out. You'll take your Memory Stick Pro Duo, and it slides right in there with the label facing out. You push it in until it clicks, and that just snaps right back into place. The PSP does come standard with a 2.4 volt, 3600 milliamp battery. And one thing I have told a lot of people is the casing for the battery sometimes takes a little work to get off. But with your battery that comes with your PSP, it simply pulls out of the top like that. To put the battery in, you'll simply just place it in and push it in. You'll hear a little click. You'll take your covering and you'll make sure all the sides are down, and you'll slide it back on. Overview of the main PSP's components. It has the familiar design to most Sony fans. It has a left trigger. It has a right trigger. It has your standard directional pad. It does have this analog stick, and the analog stick does have a slight grip to it, so if it falls off, the analog stick can also be removed if you want to put a different type of analog stick onto your PSP. You have your standard cross, square, circle, and triangle buttons. You have your home button. This is like the dashboard button on a 360 controller. If you don't know what that is, while you are in a game, if you press the home button, it will ask you if you'd like to quit the game, and you can go back to the PSP's home page, which uses the XMB medium format, which is the cross media bar. You have your volume control because it does have two built-in stereo speakers. The sound can come out of those two openings there, those two there, and across the top of the screen here. You also have your screen brightness control, and your audio you can turn on or off, and your select or start buttons. The power supply hooks right in to this yellow port here, and the wrist strap hooks onto the side of the PSP here, and your headphones will hook into these ports here. There's a standard headphone port, then there's a special one designed if you get the value pack, because it comes with a special remote hookup that will hook in there a certain way. The value pack also comes with a white sleeve. If you get one from the US, it will have a black sleeve. On the top of the PSP, it has infrared, and it also has a mini USB Type B port on the top, which also can be used for the PSP camera, which is not available in the US, but you can get it from a site such as PlayAsia.com. If you open up the drive by sliding this switch there on the PSP, this is where your discs will go in. The discs are a UMD format. It is sort of like a mini DVD, but they are much smaller. They will hold 1.8 gigabytes of data. You simply put the disc in there, it will make a click, and you will push it in. Now, this is your power switch for the PSP, and it's your Wi-Fi switch. Up is on, down is off. Now we're going to turn the PSP on. You'll slide the switch up and release it. And usually the PSP would make a startup sound, but I had mine in standby mode, so it just starts up quicker. And you'll notice here's the game. I do not, and it will sometimes load a video for the game. I do not personally have my PSP on auto start, which means if you turn on the system with the game in the drive, it will automatically start the game. I have it set so it'll go straight to the menu. So from the game section of the cross media bar homepage, you can manage your games, your save games, you can share games if it allows game sharing, and you can have demos on your memory stick, or that's where you will find your updates. Sometimes there is updates bundled with the game and you can update from there. On the network side, you can have an online instruction manual, your location free player, your remote play, which allows you to connect to a PS3, your RSS channels, you have your internet browser, your PlayStation spot, and the portable TV. Now, I have not seen the portable TV on a US PSP as of yet, but I imagine soon they should have it. You can also put videos on your PSP. It uses a MPEG-4 format. You can put music on there. It supports MP3, and if you have a high enough firmware, you can also support WMA formats. The photos, you can put JPEG, or I believe GIF or PNG images. And there's a camera option if you do get the PSP camera. Network settings is where you will create an infrastructure network, and there's other options, RSS channels, security, basically just to set up your PSP. With theme settings, if you have a photo and you want to use it as your wallpaper, you will open the photo and open the options and check to select it as your wallpaper. Then if you do, you can have a photo as your wallpaper on the background. If not, you can set any color to the theme or original, which will change the color monthly. And then there are just your other basic settings. And there's your network update, which allows you to download updates automatically over a network. And your USB connection, which allows you to connect it to a computer to place videos, music, and other types of things onto the PSP system. Now, right now, the memory stick we have in there is only 32 megabytes, which comes stock with the system. You cannot put a full-length movie on a 32 megabyte card. So I went ahead and went out, and you have to make sure it is a Memory Stick Pro Duo, but I got a 2 gigabyte Memory Stick Pro Duo, and it has to be Pro Duo because if it's standard Duo, it will be this size. It will not fit in your PSP. It must be the Pro Duo, which is this size. Those will fit in your PSP. And I got the 2 gigabyte one for about $50 on a sale at Best Buy. They go on sale quite often, and you can get them relatively cheap. And that is about all I have on the PSP. If you move on to the games, we won't stay in very much detail, but they just come in a standard, a small case. The games just sit in a little slot here. You'll want to make sure you read on how to remove games properly from the case to prevent damaging them. What's nice about the UMD discs is they are in a casing already. Only opening is where the laser will be reading the disc, which allows for a lot less scratches to appear on the surface of your disc. And all the games come like this. I have very many US games, and they still work fine on the Region 2 PSP. So it shows that it can still play the US games even though it is a Japanese PSP. Well, I hope this review helped you make a decision in buying a PSP, and if you'd like a white one like this, you can simply just go on to eBay and get one like I did, or I believe PlayAsia.com carries these PSPs, and you can also get the PSP camera from PlayAsia.com. Thank you for your time, and enjoy your PSP.